Hey guys, it's Charles. I just want to send out a real quick message this Sunday, the first day of September, to give you a little spark, a little hope, a little energy to start off this first week of September. You know, not a day goes by that someone doesn't come up to me, whether it be while I'm working out at the gym or while I'm in the mall, while I'm at the bookstore, somewhere, and they talk about how they really are excited to get started, how they're ready to transform their lives, but then someone speaks doubt in their life. They talk about how they might not reach their goal. And sometimes it's people that are important to them. It's their mom, it's their husband or wife, it's their children, it's their family, it's the people they look toward for support. And those people, rather than speaking faith, speak doubt. I mean, have you been there? Have you really went after something, whether it be a career goal, a health goal, a relationship goal, a financial goal, and you go to someone you're really excited to tell it to and share it with, and rather than talk about how excited they are for you, they talk about what you need to be afraid of, the things you need to maybe fear or be concerned about being disappointed by. And look, I know, I've been there. As a teenager weighing 360 pounds, I had to overcome a lot of self-doubt to lose 160 pounds. And then after that, my mom was in the depths of addiction with alcoholism. And I was looking all around myself for the answer, because I'm the type of guy that believes that when you're committed, when you really believe in something, that you can always find a way. You can always find the solution. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You will find the way. God will step up and help you if you stay resolute in your conviction to look for the answer. So I looked to the experts. I went to an expert psychologist, in fact. And I went and I said, look, I really want to help my mom turn around. Here's what's going on. This is what she's doing. And rather than give me a strategy or a tool to help turn her around, he recommended I prepare for her death. I mean, wow. I was looking for someone that was supposed to be credentialed and expert, and rather than talking about having faith and here's other people that have turned around, he recommended that I look at the statistics and say, look, not many people come back from being that far off track. And I just wouldn't accept it. I really appreciated his perception of the experience, but I certainly wasn't going to accept that. And I left his office more resolute, more determined to show that anyone can turn their life around. So I kept going, I kept pushing, I just kept with that attitude. And I'm delighted to say that my mom's been sober for many, many, many years. And while I don't think it's solely because of me, God certainly had an immense amount to do with that. I think that that conviction, that persistence, that unwillingness, that craziness to believe that what others believed was impossible was possible is why it actually did ultimately result in an awesome, awesome outcome. And that's what you need to do with your life. You need to understand that the people that doubt you, the people that don't want you to be disappointed, while their intentions may not be bad, you cannot allow that to impregnate your mind. You can't let that doubt come in. You've got to create an environment where those naysayers are not part of your sphere of influence, where you keep them at a distance so that you can keep your mind certain. So many people today are just confounded with doubt. They turn on the news and they see all these threats about Syria and all the tragedies that are plaguing our lives, and I think that they don't really recognize all the blessings that are occurring at the same time that aren't reported. You know, you have a gift, you have a mission, you have a purpose, a reason that you're on this planet. And what your job here is to do is, while it might change over the course of your life, is to fulfill it, is to make a difference, is to share the gifts God's given you with others. And one thing we know for sure is that if you don't feel good, if your health is failing you, if you're suffering from diabetes or hypertension, or you don't have the relationship you want, or you don't have the financial security that you need so that you can really give your all in all the aspects of your life, those things limit you. And they're limits that you're putting on your life. No one, no expert, no family member, your genetics, your history, none of those things have to limit you unless you choose to let them limit you. What I want you to use today to do is to really get yourself fired up. Ignite that charge inside of yourself again that says, I am not going to settle. I am going after what I want. Whether it be a health goal, you want to reverse type 2 diabetes, whether it be you want to lose 100, 200 pounds, 20 pounds, whether it be you want to really put yourself out there again in a relationship, maybe you were hurt before and you've really pulled back and you're not really expressing yourself or talking to the people that you want to talk to because you're afraid of being hurt again. I'm asking you to abandon that fear. I'm asking you to step up. I'm asking you to say no more. I'm not going to let this fear guide my life anymore. I'm going to tap back into the faith that God's given me. You know, both fear and faith are things that we have the choice to believe in. Neither of them are tangible. You can't say here is fear. Fear is something that you're imagining, something that you're thinking of this consequence, this catastrophe that's coming. And if you let that lead your life, I'm here to tell you that's a way to lead your life into a void, an emptiness, a sense of isolation, of no trust, of no faith. You know, many people think that's the wise way. You know, it's smart to fear disappointment. It's smart just not to try, because if you try, you're going to end up being hurt. You're going to be let down. But let me tell you something. If you live your life that way, you're never going to achieve a life of legendary status where you feel that you're achieving things that most people only dream of. When you really put yourself out there and you have the faith to say, despite there's no evidence to believe it's possible, I'm going to go for it. When you live your life that way, when everything looks bleak, when there's no reason to have hope, but you go after it anyway, that's when you achieve the things that people only dream of, sometimes surpassing what you even dreamt of achieving. So use today as a tool, as an opportunity, understanding that the small choices you're making today are going to have a lasting impact over your future. Make the decision to step up, to start to set a new level of expectation on yourself, whether it be with your health, starting to make sure you're eating healthier and doing a little bit of exercise, whether it be in your financial health, that is, you start to save a little bit, you start to really blueprint your future there, whether it be in your relationship, you start to give a little bit more to the people that matter to you. Use today as a way to create just a legendary day where things are awesome, where you make it a blessing not only to yourself but to others. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to like my page, and I plan on doing weekly messages, sharing my stories, sharing what's going on with me to help inspire you and hearing about your success. God bless you, and make it a day that counts.